Welcome to the Blue Review presented by LAX. I am Marcus Grant. Still working on a little few technical bugs, new software, but thanks everybody for hanging in there. But first, want to let you know that the Blue Review, as always, is powered by LAX. What does it take to build a champion? At LAX takes round-the-clock testing. Skylink is being perfected right now to connect you to the airport, the new rental car center, and the metro in under 10 minutes. All right. For more information, visit lawa.org/ESPN. So, Dodgers with an off day yesterday as they traveled to Pittsburgh, getting ready for what should be a really interesting 3-game series against the Pirates. Maybe the big part of this today is what I'm sure Greg was trying to explain to all of you while we were working out some of the technical bugs. Is Paul Skenes on the mound today for the Pirates? No surprise, Skenes again having another fantastic year for Pittsburgh, very much in the mix for the Cy Young Award this season. Forgetting the fact that he had, I won't say it was a bad start on opening day because it was poor defense that led to him giving up a ton of runs and getting a little bit thumped there. But since then has looked a lot more like Paul Skenes. 2.83 earned run average, 82 strikeouts in 70 innings, and still one of the premier pitchers in all of Major League Baseball. So will be an interesting challenge to see how the Dodgers sort of navigate this. One of the guys who has had some success, and Greg may have mentioned this yesterday on the Blue Review,
is Andy Pajes. So we expect to see Andy Pajes obviously in the lineup, and we'll see if he can kind of keep that going. On top of it, we'll see whether the offense can sort of stay hot from where it has been over the last couple of weeks. Forgetting what happened on Sunday against the Angels, even though they still scored 6 runs in that ball game, um, the offense really has started to click, especially seeing Shohei at the top of the lineup. Maybe the home run numbers for Shohei Ohtani have not been, I think, what we hoped for, what we have kind of come to expect from him after the last couple of seasons. But otherwise, the excuse me, the slug's starting to come back. Bump, bump, ba-da-dum, bump, bump. Bring. Okay, trying this again as we get back to the blue review. Apologize for all the technical glitches. Again, brand new software, working out a lot of the kinks, a lot of the bugs. Hopefully, have this up and a lot smoother tomorrow and going forward. But appreciate your patience. Appreciate y'all hanging in with us this morning. Anyway, talking about the Dodgers and Pirates coming up for the next 3 days, and trying to get some of the offense going again, trying to get a guy like Kyle Tucker going again, who really has kind of gone back to what he was at the start of the season, which is a guy who is taking good pitches, swinging at bad ones. The patience at the plate that we had heard so much about, sort of working kind of in reverse. Oh, I think we got Greg. Do we have Greg?
Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you. Look at that.
All right, I can hear you through the TV. I don't hear you through my headphones, so these are worthless. But I can hear you. I'll be able to hear you enough. So go ahead, keep going with what you're saying.
Anyway, I'm talking about Kyle Tucker, which you know how I feel about that whole thing. Just trying to get him.
No, you turned it down. I can't hear it. Now I can't hear.
See if you can get him going a little bit. Um, and after just the patience that we had heard so much about seems to sort of be working in reverse, in that he seems to be too aggressive at the wrong times and not aggressive enough when they really need him to be. I don't know that Paul Skenes is the kind of guy to help you break out of a slump that you have been in. Um, but we will see whether or not he can kind of get something going. But the
No, so I
offense,
mean,
I think.
Marcus.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So Mark, I don't know if this is working so well, but we're gonna figure out. We're gonna work through it together. So you and me, we're partners. We're gonna make this happen. But Kyle Tucker, no, this is.
Oh, I
They
lost Greg's
couldn't hear
audio.
me was that Paul Skeens has not been the same pitcher his last 4 starts. He hasn't been really the same pitcher this year. Now that doesn't mean that he's not still one of the greatest pitchers of all time. And I need to use this. I'm assuming he's still not. He's still one of the greatest pitchers of that we've seen over the last few years, back to back Cy Young champion. But he has, over his last 4 starts, he's been giving up runs. He's been giving up hits. He has not been the same guy. So he's given up he has not gone more than 5 1/3. He's giving up 6, 7 hits per game, giving up 3 to 5 runs a game. So you can actually get to him now. from over the last one. And it's different guys. Houston, Chicago, Toronto, Philly, they're all kind of hitting him. So if this is the time to get Paul Skenes for Kyle Tucker, that would be great. This is the moment. Like he's in a slump right now. He's in probably the worst stretch of his career in the major leagues right now. So if he's going to get him, now's that time.
You were mentioning, I don't know if it was on the show or just when we were talking, that the guy who's had the most success against him has been Andy Pajes so far in his career.
Yeah, Andy Pajes is 4 for 6 against Paul Skenes, and it just for some reason sees him really well. I think like 2 or 3 doubles. He just tends to hit him well and see him well. Yeah, Andy Pajes is 4 for 6, 2 doubles, and a home run with an RBI. So that's the guy that you want to see in that 2 spot. Kyle Tucker, obviously, and then Mookie Betts has 0 hits against him. He's 0 for 9. Shohei only has a couple. Freddie only has a couple. It's just this is a tough matchup overall. But again, he's not the same guys that we've seen.
Yeah, which is going to be interesting to kind of see how they operate here. Waiting to see. Don't know yet if Will Smith is back in the lineup after missing a couple of games with a stiff neck. The Dodgers trying to just give him some days off to rest and get ready. They did have the off day yesterday, so we'll see if he is back in the lineup again today. Do you want to talk Skenes? I don't know if that was kind of what you were kind of going for. If there was something else about Paul Skenes you kind of wanted to get into this morning.
Oh no, keep going. I think this is a tough. We're working together on this. So
Well, one thing I want to
I'll
talk
try
about
and
today.
follow you as best I can.
All right, sounds good. What I want to talk about today is you got a group of guys that are ready, that are eligible at least, to come off the injured list. And I was mostly thinking, especially in the bullpen, because you've got a couple of arms that are hopefully going to be ready soon. Brock Stewart is a guy who is eligible to come off now, could be ready to go soon. Evan Phillips, another one that is rehabbing right now. He is eligible to come off the injured list as soon as he is ready to go. And so it kind of makes me wonder when these guys come back. For the most part, the bullpen has been very good. They've hit a rough patch lately, but overall, they've been very good this year. But with Stewart and Phillips ready to come back, who are we feeling are the odd men out potentially when everybody's good to go?
So Jonathan Hernandez is probably the number one
Yes.
choice to move down. He gave up those 6 runs. He had been good, so you can't really fault him there. But that seems like an easy choice at that point to send Jonathan Hernandez down. Who knows? It's going to be tough after that because there's not a set guy of like that. That guy's not pitching well. We're going to move him down. I could see somebody like Jack Dreyer give up a hit, but he's been around for so long now that I feel like he's pitching. He's back to pitching well. I don't. He just came off the IL, so I don't. Maybe it's not that one. Unless someone gets hurt, I'm not sure. Edgardo Henriquez sending him back down since he's a guy that you can kind of send. But they seem to be using him in higher leverage situations. I don't think it's going to be Will Klein.
No.
Where I don't know. Do you have any other thoughts of who it could possibly be? Because they don't have the Wyatt Mills. Is Jake Eater still up? Like that's an
Jake
easy
Eater's not
put
here.
up.
No, he's gone.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
not.
the only other guy, and
Gervais.
logistically is not possible. I mean, Eric Lauer is going to start tonight, but he's also in the rotation. So unless you want to fiddle around with some of your rotation guys, there really aren't any obvious answers
No.
after Hernandez. I mean, all the guys. Look, you mentioned Jack Dreyer. He's been here for a while and generally has been pretty good for this team. Enriquez is starting to get more opportunities. I mean, is Kyle Hurt kind of by association the odd man out? I don't really know. He's pitched pretty well though for this team this year. Klein's definitely not going anywhere. Look, Tanner Scott, Blake Trine, and Alex Vesia, they're not going anywhere. Like those guys are all sort of locked in. So I don't know if it's Hernandez and then Kyle Hurt just sort of draws the short straw, which sort of seems unfair because he's pitched pretty well. But again,
Yeah,
it just seems like the numbers game is coming for people.
yeah, it is coming. I mean, maybe unless there's somebody that's going to go on the IL because they feel like there's something off with them. Like Blake Trinan has been kind of up and down. Is there a world where he goes on a short IL stint? Not sure. Or they just don't or like don't bring Phillips back just right away. I mean, I would assume they would bring Brock Stewart back because he's been kind
Mhm.
of in and out, and they like what he can do against right-handed pitching specifically. But if Phillips has been out for a while, maybe they let him, kind of go to AAA, kind of figure himself out there, and then bring him up after a little while, and then just kind of play that game as it comes. If somebody gets hurt or just stops pitching well, they want to move him up and down. Maybe that's when they bring up Phillips. I don't know if they want to just throw Phillips in when he hasn't pitched in like a year.
Yeah, he is rehabbing in OKC right now. I know some of the chatter is that he may not come back until after the All Star break. So it could be that they bring Stewart back. That means they can move Hernandez, and then that gives them a little bit more time to sort of figure out who is going to be in the bullpen and kind of work from there. But also, it means like after the All Star break, uh, you have the potential to really load up in arms, right? If things go the way you expect, you can get Evan Phillips back, you can get Blake Snell back. Maybe Edwin Diaz. We'll kind of see what's going on with that, and then your guy Tyler Glass. Now, who knows when Tyler Glass now is coming back? Do you have any idea?
I mean, Tyler Glasnow. Who knows? Whenever you said it exactly right. Glasnow is just a guy that when he's injured, and he's going to be out for a little while. And Travis, just like before you guys went on the air yesterday,
Hmm.
I don't know if which way do you want to think about it? He's going to pitch in the regular season and then he doesn't pitch in the postseason because everything is not perfect, or would you be okay if? And this is only the Dodgers can do this, by the way. But him and
Hmm.
Snell, they don't come back till July, end of July, beginning of August. They ramp up. They're good for the playoffs. And do you not care about the regular season for these guys? We just say, forget it. You guys are on the shelf until August every single year, and then we just use you when it matters in August, September, and October.
I mean, as a Dodger fan, like yeah, just get them ready for October, right? Have them ramp up and say starting August, give them a couple starts of September, and then have them ready for the playoffs. But just as a baseball fan, I want to see these guys pitch. Like I want to see them
Right.
play, right? I mean, they're talented guys. They're fun to watch when they are on. I mean, when Blake Snell, when Tyler Glass now have it going, they really are fun to watch. So just as a fan of the game of the sport, yeah, I want to see these guys healthy. I want to see them pitching. But if just looking as a Dodger fan and knowing what the ultimate goal is for this team, um, just wait and get right until the team really needs you because again I said this the other day they're still 18 games over 500, right? They have the second best record in all of baseball. They're starting to pull away in the division, so it's not as though they're needing these guys. I mean, if most other teams, maybe all the other teams in baseball, you lose two guys like Tyler Glass now and Blake Snell and you're probably cooked. The Dodgers just keep on rolling. So,
Yeah. I mean, if you're any other team, yeah, it's over. I legitimately, this is the only team that can do this right now. I don't know what another team, and you can, maybe I just don't know the rest of the league that well to think, no, they're 1 through 5 starters, but no other team has 4 number 1 starters. And they can just say, hey, why don't you guys hold off? Because we have these other guys that are probably all number 2 starters on most teams. Roki, Robleski, Sheehan, maybe not Sheehan, River Ryan down there, Gavin Stone when he comes back, those guys can all be 2, 3, 4 level starters. And that's not something every team that has that ability to just be like, hey, we're fine. We got all these dudes. Don't worry about it. We'll get through 7 innings with Justin Robleski every time he comes out. No worries.
yeah, I mean, it is an incredible luxury. In fact, I heard something that the Dodgers in the last two seasons have far and away the most player days lost to the injured list. That they were, at least as of yesterday, the number's gone up now, but 850 some odd games more than the second place team, which was the Chicago White Sox. And just the disparity, not only in terms of days lost, but the fact that the Dodgers are still able to win consistently while the White Sox have been, I know this year they're over 500. They're very much in the race in the AL Central, but the last couple of years have been one of the worst teams in baseball. It just kind of goes to show that the Dodgers can do this. I also think some of it, Greg, is that the Dodgers kind of slow play this, right? When a guy is hurt, they're not rushing him back. They're saying, take your time, make sure you are right. We don't want you to aggravate something and have to miss more time. We need you for October. Whereas, again, most other teams, when you are hurt and if you are eligible to come off the IL in 10 days, 15 days, and you were ready to do so, most teams are putting you back in the lineup.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. Look at the White Sox. Like that, they have the most days lost, and that's why they're so terrible. That's a typical team. I mean, look at the Mets. They lost Juan Soto over and over again this year, and they're bad.
They're
He
bad.
helps make them go, kind of. Although I did see a video yesterday that was very very funny. It was a video of Shohei Ohtani running to first base to beat out a ground ball an infield single against the Angels, and he was sprinting as hard as he could to beat it out. And there was one that Juan Soto had a runner on third, and he hit a ground ball to second base, and he just kind of jogged. The second baseman bobbled it, lost it, and he still got thrown out at first because he wasn't running down. And it said $700 million player for $756 or $65 million player.
Wow.
Just a different level of player.
For what it's worth, though, the Mets somehow still only 5 games out of the wild card spot. Go figure. Go figure.
Crazy.
All right. It's been a little bit of a rough show, but we appreciate y'all hanging in there with us. Stick around for the Sedano and Cap morning extravaganza coming up right after us. Thanks to Tim for production assistance. We'll get it right. No worries. We'll smooth this out for sure. But thanks to everybody in the chat for hanging in with us. Thanks to LAX as well. But that'll do it for this edition of the Blue Review presented by LAX. For Greg, I am Marcus. We'll see you tomorrow, 6:30, 6:55 on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. Zip.
Zip. It'll be better tomorrow.